welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be working on the MX-5 again today. Today I'm hoping to get all the suspension parts all bolted up. We have half of them already painted and cleaned up, and we just have a few bits left to clean up and get rid of all the rust before we can put it all back together. So here's what we have. All these parts are complete. We just need to add in the bushings for them all, and we've got new bushings to go in, and then we just have these parts here. So we just got the hubs left to do. We've got to clean them up, grind off all the rust, clean them up, paint them, and put in new wheel bearings, because we've got new front and rear wheel bearings here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the dust shields on because they're a bit cracked, but they might. I'm going to clean them up anyway and see how well they come up. And then we also have to take out the bushings for this as well, and remove the old wheel bearings to get in the new wheel bearings. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and dismantle these hubs. After that, remove the wheel bearing, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean them up and get them ready to be painted. So I got the hub and the bearings out, the whatever these are called. We've just now put rust converter on it. We got rid of all the rust, and then we just put rust converter on it just so it's protected, and we get a primer coating, and then we're going to go ahead and spray. But I just realized I forgot I've got two bolts here that need to be threaded, cut, and then the holes threaded out just like the other side. I believe that's the ABS brackets, so I've got to do something there. And same for this one, only half done it, so I need to just drill it out with a bigger drill bit and then thread it just like I've done with this one. We got it threaded to fit the ABS, and we got these hubs. I'm not actually going to paint these. I'm just going to put rust converter on them, turn to a black finish. We don't really want to paint them, so I'm just going to let that dry. You're meant to leave it about basically a day, so I'll just come back once it's fully dry, and I'll come back once it's dry and I'll pull out all them or fix the bolts and do a bit of the drilling, and then we can go ahead and paint it up, and then put in the new bearings and build it all back up, all the suspension parts, and we've got all these here, and then we're going to go ahead and install them onto the car. Got all the seized bolts, or the snap bolts, and I've refretted. I've drilled them out and then refretted. So now I've just mastered all up and they are ready to be painted. I just cleaned up the area where the bearing goes in before I paint it. Just so once it's painted, the bearing should go in nice and easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and start painting. So what I'm going to be using, as usual, I'm going to be using the Gravitex stone chip. Spray this on and it goes on like the stone chip. It's seen in the other videos anyway. And then once that dried, it comes out in like a matte finish, and I don't like the matte finish, so once it's dried, I will be putting on clear coat, which I've done with these other suspension parts, and it gives it a nice glossy look, but also keeping the stone chip. Okay, so I've got all the arms completely painted and clear coated. As you can see, it's come out pretty nice. So we're going to be pressing in the new bearings and putting in the new bushings, and we got a whole kit of all the new arm bushings. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove all the masking and start putting in the new bushings. So all the pieces are all now completely painted, and we got all the new bushings on. Some of them were hard to get on, but we got them all on in the end, and this is them all now, all ready. Some of it looks a bit dirty because we got the copper grease everywhere, and it's hard to get off because these parts are stone chipped and they've got grooves, so it likes to just stick into all the grooves. They're almost all ready to go back into the MX-5 or to be bolted up. I was planning on getting it all done today, or getting it all done for this video, but I'm missing the ball joints for the front arms, the front upper arms. We're missing the ball joints. Don't have them yet, so I decided I'll just do that in another video once all the parts come, and then we can bolt up all the new bearings and new wheel hubs, and then we can put them onto the MX-5, and should be ready then. So that's all I can really do for today. That will be it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.